I don't know everything about Schoology. I'll be the first one to admit that. But if I have a question, if I need to troubleshoot, if I want a second opinion, if I want to run an idea past someone, I certainly know where to go. The community that has welcomed my oddball self with open arms. The Schoology community. Hashtag Schoology chat. Hashtag Schoology champs. Hashtag Schoology ambassador. Hashtag Bridget Heaton. The Schoology LMS has enabled me to advance what's next by just being there. Schoology has allowed me to be the teacher that I always wanted to be. I get to load up materials, tutorials that I make and create, funnies, memes, lessons, links, assessments. I can add content mastery to assignments to be able to check it later. The possibilities really are limitless. Schoology empowers me to fly by the seat of my pants. I can change or modify lessons and assignments on the fly at the last minute, and dare I say it, while class is even ongoing. Being selected as a Schoology ambassador this last year has really meant the world to me, to be on that level with the people that I considered the best and brightest of Schoology. The fact that I was selected for that has really made me feel included, part of the community, and willing to just go above and beyond to advance the community to whatever the next Schoology level is. I can't wait to meet you guys in San Diego, and I can't wait to see everybody that I know there. Love Schoology. Bye. Here are some things that my peers had to say about me and my use of Schoology.
I'm Patricia Tien, and I'm a Schoology new user. Coach Meg helps me every day, and she also made me a cohort. I wouldn't have survived this year without her help. Schoology rocks, and so does Coach Mac.
Sharon Sexton, one of Geraldine McConkey's co-workers here. Geraldine uses Schoology in ways I would never dream of, and she's always there to help everybody to figure it out and to do it on their own. She's a great resource. She's a creative thinker. She is enthusiastic beyond means, and she keeps me going with it and helps me figure out ways to keep kids engaged and busy doing the things with the higher level thinking that we need to get from our children. Go Geraldine.
And now from the Department of Awesome, Jonathan Smith. I was going to edit this and make it shorter, but his answer is just so honest and real. I just left it as is. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did.
How Coach Max's class is different than most using Schoology. Most classes you don't really get to use Schoology on a daily basis, at least not as much as you would want to. Certain teachers will just put their notes on Schoology and say, if you're falling behind in notes in class, then pretty much you just go to Schoology and that's all they use it for. But in Coach Mac's class, we use it for a lot more things, like we do it for new vocabulary, DGPs, which is something I completely mess up on every time we do it in class. She puts so many different materials, a bunch of links to do more things with more materials. It overall helps us a lot, and I personally enjoy it because of the fact that if I'm ever late on work, all I need to do is boot up my computer at home. If I'm a day late on an assignment or anything else, I just boot up my computer at home, start working on it, and immediately I'm done. Pretty much everything we do in Coach Mac's class, it's always revolved around internet. And everything she gives us as a worksheet, typically she never gives us any worksheets in class, so it's always on the computer. So it's relatively easy to find everything and anything that we need help with. Say you're working on the book review project. If you forget one of the steps or one of the things that is required in your book review and you can't get in contact with your teacher, well then you're out of luck. But in Coach Mac's class, if you need help or anything, she has a remind set up for Schoology, and also she puts everything on there so that in order for us to, how do you say, find where everything is and figure out everything. Overall, she uses Schoology a lot in her class, and it really helps me as a student necessarily. Like in her class, I never really have to worry about being really late on a project because I can always just instantly load up my computer at home and immediately get to work on an assignment if I'm a day late. I don't have what like most teachers, I'm just not like constantly behind in work and I'm overflowing. In Coach Max is I can just have it loaded up on my computer and just type away while I'm also working on other teachers' work, which I'm behind in a lot of classes, but that's beside the point. Coach Max class is overall great. I love it in here because of the fact that we can have Schoology and everything else. Schoology also is a lot more accurate in the way of our grades than Home Access Center is. I feel at least when how she updates it, I feel it. The fact that me, I can barely keep up with any class. Coach Max class is one of the classes that I actually can keep up with. It helps me so much because I don't fear like I'm falling behind too much because I can always just load up my computer at home, get ready, get everything done, easy turn in, easy solution. Don't have to worry about much. And it's overall a great thing. I wish more teachers would do what Coach Mac does. It's overall a lot better and it helps a lot comparatively to what other teachers do. They just they give you a worksheet. We go over it for 10 minutes in class. You fill in the worksheet, you turn it in. Coach Max, she explains everything. If you have constant questions about something on Schoology, she'll come over and help you on Schoology. Sure, there's been some rocky moments with Schoology inside of our classroom, but overall it's over. It's really good. I enjoy Schoology. I know most of the people in my class enjoy Schoology. It's overwhelming the amount of work that can be done within one website is amazing. I personally enjoy it, and I really enjoy Coach Mac's class. It's one of the best parts about my sophomore year. The fact that we can use technology more in this class than any other class by any means in my school year thus far is great. Even in Coach Mac's class, we can have our headphones in, plugged into the computer, and listen to music while we work. Not a lot of teachers let you have your headphones in and work because they always want you to have a headphone out or no headphones at all because they call those distractions. And I'm not too sure about anyone else, but I don't find it as a distraction. Personally, having my headphones in helps me focus on the task at hand. And whenever I have a task at hand, I can zone in and completely forget about anything else. Sure, I have to get tapped on the shoulder once or twice by Coach Mac, but that's it's just because I'm doing my work, and then sometimes she has something to say, and I have to take off my headphones. It's not like I'm blasting music so I can't hear anything. It's overwhelming the amount of things that is good about this year with Coach Mac's class and how she has, how do you say, interpreted Schoology into it to make it an everyday necessity that you do in a class. It's very easy to use. Man, I feel like I'm babbling on, but this is pretty much my opinion on the matter. I think Coach Mac is a great uses bleh. I think Coach Mac uses Schoology great. She's one of the best teachers that I've seen that uses Schoology. Like I said, all my other teachers just put the notes on and then that's all they use Schoology for. Here, you use it every day. And if you don't use it every day, you're going to fail. So getting to learn new techniques, new bits and bobs helps a lot. And now, beginning of this school year, I didn't know how to use Schoology. I always found it as a botherance, something that would take too long to do. And this year I found out Schoology's really good. It's better than I'd say OneDrive and things like that. I can just click and drag file easily on Schoology and turn it in. And it's great. I've found to enjoy it in this class period, in my class period. But a lot of people tell me they don't like Schoology. I just think it's because they don't have a good enough teacher telling you how to use Schoology. That's my opinion on the matter too. I have a lot of opinions. Most of them are relevant, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, I just think Coach Mack actually knows how to use Schoology properly within her teaching. I think that would be. She's really good at anything when it comes to Schoology. Sometimes she asks questions about the technology. Sometimes it's a learning curve with certain things. But I do enjoy her class more than any other class because of the fact that Schoology makes everything a lot easier to turn in and it's a lot less stressful. So that's all I got. So sign off. Peace.